What's going on, guys? Wallace here, and we just finished another MAINGEAR 1 of 1 build. Our 1 of 1 program is composed of basically building one-offs, systems that we don't typically have in our lineup. If you have a particular request and you want something special built for you that we'll never build again, just hit us up, sales@maingear.com. Let's start off with this beautiful chassis. This is a Fantex chassis. It's got a beautiful aluminum finish on the outside here, and there's this really cool floating effect. I really love the way it looks. It's a large chassis, and I'll show you why it's so big. Now let's get in there. Now check this out. There's actually two PCs in this guy. There's the first PC up here, and then there's a PC down there, right? So starting with the ATX build, it's an Asus motherboard powered by an Intel Extreme Edition processor, 128 gigs of G-Skill RAM, dual NVIDIA RTX 2080 Ti's NSLI. There's a 2 terabyte Samsung SSD for the OS drive, and then there's 4 1 terabyte 970 Pros installed in this Hyper M.2 X16 card in RAID 0. So this customer is getting some insane read-write speeds on the secondary SSDs, like just unbelievable. And moving on down to system number 2, there's an ITX board right down there. I don't know if you can see it or not, but there's an Intel K processor in there, 32 gigs of G-Skill memory down there too. There's a 280 gigabyte Intel 900P SSD in the bottom system, and it's topped off with an NVIDIA Titan X GPU. Now I don't know this customer's particular use case, but you can do a whole lot, right? If you're rendering with one system and playing games on another, or using a system as a streaming system and playing games, I don't know. There's so much you can do here. Now let's take a look at the cooling system. There's a large radiator up here, and we'll list the specs on the comments. There's 2 more radiators over here. That's for just the first loop, and then the second loop, which is with the white liquid here powering or cooling system number 2. There's this dedicated radiator all across the board here. Now everything has drain valves, so there's drain valve here, drain valve here, so it's very easy to service the loop. And I just thought the execution was really clean. It just looks beautiful. It's very hard to make a system like this look good just because there's so much going on inside, and it takes a long time to figure this out, especially if you've never built it before. Now we've built some really complex and unique systems here at MAINGEAR, but we've never built something like this specifically. So there's a lot of planning that goes on, there's a lot of back and forth that goes on with the customer, and the goal is to deliver the ultimate gaming PC for you. So I hope you guys like this build. If you have any questions, just post in the comments. Be next. See ya.